Capstone E Global Consult Limited. Eye dwumakuo bi a omo fa registered nurses, drivers a omo wo GCC license, and afa securities. E di omo ko aman ahodro bi so te se Dubai, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, and afa USA. Na me ne wo kasa sisi akra. Omo per registered nurses. E di omo ko USA. Akoya dwuma ko gisika pudro. Ani na enye we po. Capstone E Global Consult Limited. Esanso boama. Sa wo peka atofri amanone. Omo beye ho hyehyeye nyina ma. Na wo nsatimi aka. Ka biara e dawa koma so. Wo abra wo mre ho. Enti omo se bra omo so ye sesi a. Wo behu omo Otama community 9. Omo ne Ashama Timber Market. Ene di hwe animu. Anase fra omo en. Wo 0599 183083. Ana 0302 986573. Amanone fo so fra omo. +821 02 1811278. Capstone E Global Consult Limited. Your success is our business. Abeka Group of Companies and Sammy Flex TV presents September to Remember. And in September to Remember, Dubai tour with Sammy Flex. ATM wakonya na oni yako Dubai. Na wako shewe nisu adie. Na fe ya sansu adie ni abo. Na yebeko tour places biti se Desert Safari, Dubai Frame, Atlantics Water Park, Dubai City Tour. Na fe yacht party nsu tuetia. Na ya sansu party in the cloud. ATM ayen komani ya mekanchiro. Da be ya September to Remember. Dubai tour with Sammy Flex. Na yebasu 24th September. Dikosi 29th September. Annie. And for any reservation, anase nchirichirimu bia. Any fresa huma true for we. 0243 514732. Ana plus 971 559 494061. Proudly sponsored by Sankofa Restaurant, Taste Africa, Ohineba Jimai TV, and Afe, Edike Media. September to Remember Dubai tour with Sammy Flex. Ebeye kikim.
Spirituality is what you believe in. Therefore, when I see people talking about spirituality, I always tell myself that it is because of what they have seen. It is because of what they know. It is because of maybe what they have read or studied, or some observation for a period of time. That is when some people be convinced that to them, spirituality is having an impact on their lives. In every sphere of life, if you want to read some level of spirituality in there, why not? You will be able to get some 1 or 2 connections. Nobody would prevent you from doing that. You can surely get some 1 or 2 from doing that. But for people in show business, when they talk about spirituality, sometimes it raises eyebrows a little bit. For people in show business, anytime spirituality issues come up, then we ask ourselves that if there is a way to do it the spiritual way, then why are we struggling? I'm sure like by now, some influencers have gone to see some babalo in some corner somewhere and tell them that, Baba, anytime I put out a video on Sammy Flex TV, I want 1 million views. Then Baba will say, okay, every morning when you wake up, drink water, Verna mineral water, rinse it in your mouth and just sprinkle it in front of your camera. And the 1 million views will come. Like boom, like I'm there. But because there is nothing like that, sometimes when people talk about spirituality, it is hard for you to agree, disagree, or maybe ignore it. But Wendy Shay has been talking. Wendy Shay thinks to her, spirituality is a big deal. In fact, not to put out an information that I would consider as maybe not one that should go out, I know Wendy Shay has been going to church very well. That's what I've been hearing. Like she's very prayerful. She goes to her men of God or spiritual fathers to be praying for her all the time. So when I read that story of Wendy Shay talking about spirituality, then I said, oh, okay. I'm sure it could be the reason. Some time ago, someone told me that Wendy Shay does not joke with her prayers and her spirituality. Like I said in my intro, maybe it is because of what she has seen. Maybe it is because of what she has observed over the years. To you, you might see it different. To the other person, they might also believe there is spirituality in everything they are doing. Today, we spend some time talking about spirituality in showbiz. Wait for it. My name is Sammy Flex. This is the editorial here on Sammy Flex TV. And I'm doing this with my people, Digital Rasta. You can also call him Currency. Richie Flex is also here as the editor and director of the show. You have to subscribe to us if you've not done that. But also remember that one app can help you send money from abroad to Ghana. The app is called Tap Tap Send. Just download it on your phone. Put in your bank details. Use the promo code SammyFlex. And with this, you are surely good to go. Meanwhile, September to Remember in Dubai is an annual trip that we've been organizing with our partners in Dubai, Abeka Solutions. Last year, it was good, and this year, we are about to embark on another journey. Do you want to join us? Call us and let's vibe. From 24th through to 29th of September, all the action will be in Dubai, flying some of our people here in Ghana and all over the world to Dubai. Join us and let's catch a vibe, man. This is how it is going to be. Now, let's go straight into the issues. I have a story that I'll be reading, and after that, we'll talk about how spirituality might be playing a role in some people's career as much as show business is concerned. Wendy Shay has reported to us that really and truly, to her, spirituality plays a role. Then she says, I have faced a lot of spiritual attacks. Listen to Wendy Shay very well. It's not as if she has seen people doing spirituality. She has actually faced attacks. So people have been coming at her spiritually. It is not easy. Now imagine if you are not spiritually strong and people attack you spiritually, then you are dead. In fact, you'll be dead on arrival. Because spiritual is spiritual, and it is what it is. Remember Councillor Lutrot, who said not long ago that Black Sheriff is also going through spiritual attacks? Well, I found that statement laughable though. But let's listen to what Queen of Ghana music, Wendy Shay, is saying. Have you been able to see her latest music video called Habibi? A video shot expensively in Dubai with Wendy Shay showing all her sexiness. And I know she has also started a challenge on this, where if you're a lady and you know how to wriggle your waist, just dress like people from the Emirates or the Emirates, dress like them and show how you can also wriggle your waist. The last time we were in Dubai, we went to a program like that and we saw some ladies, and the way they were doing it, I remember Kojo King joined one of the dancers on the stage, and it was a beautiful scene. We'll talk about that later. Now the story. Ghanaian songstress Wendy Asiama Ado, known by the stage name Wendy Shay, has disclosed that she has faced spiritual attacks in her time as a musician in Ghana. Appearing on the Day Show with Bella Mundi, which aired on Tuesday, August 1st, the heaven hitmaker reflected on some attacks she had faced and the power of music. And this is a statement coming from Wendy Shay, where she says, I mean, growing up in Germany, you don't really see spirituality like that. That's what some people think. That spirituality is only in the poor countries. When you travel abroad, where there are trains working 24/7, when they say a train is arriving at 4 p.m., it arrives exactly at 4 p.m. Over there, people think there are no spiritualities there. But when they come where the driver will say, I have to arrive at 4, but he comes at 5:30, you know there is spirituality working. She says, I mean, growing up in Germany, you don't really see spirituality like that. But when I came to Ghana, obviously, I faced a lot of spiritual attacks. Yes, of course, it is normal everywhere. And I mean, this music thing, the music itself is a spirit. She continues. What is so special about me that people would like to come and watch me perform? There should be something that is beyond me that is actually making that happen, she noted. She added that her experiences have been fundamental in her growth as a person and a musician. It has actually made me know who I really am. I knew I always wanted to do music, but knowing your purpose and really working a purpose-driven life is different. It is different, yes, and that is what I am right now. Live very purposefully, and you know, I am very mindful of whatever. This is Wendy Shay talking on the Day Show with Bella Mundi. That was Wendy Shay. Everything she said during the show. And now let's pay attention to some of the details in this story. Number one, she said that when she was abroad, she was not having any spiritual attacks. Of course, at that time, she was not Wendy Shay. At that time, she was Wendy Asiama Ado, who was not known by so many people. At that time, she was not popular among her folks. So at that time, even if something was working against her, she would not even see it spiritual. But when she came to Ghana and she became Wendy Shay, that was when the world's attention was switched onto her. That was when she realized that at this stage, I carry something. That was when she realized that I am not just a normal person, but I am a huge figure. According to Wendy Shay, that was when she started feeling spiritual attacks all over. Well, I don't know in which form these attacks came. I don't know how she was able to survive it. But we sometimes hear some of these men of God in town talking about the fact that, oh, I've seen this musician going to do this. I've seen this musician going through this. I've seen that musician doing this and doing that. Most of these things, trust me, they have impact on these artists. Remember that man of God, Eagle Prophet, who said that Shatta Wale was going to be shot on his birthday, 17th October. And Shatta Wale wanted to prove to the world that, well, the man said, I'm going to be shot. So I wanted to come to pass myself. So planned with his people, Nana Dope and Deportee and the rest of the people that, okay, let's stage that I've been shot for real, as the man prophesied. Then it turned issues. They even had to spend days at Anchorful Maximum Prison. These are some of the impacts I'm talking about when it comes to spiritualities. There are some men of God who, in front of their congregation, have said they have seen this happening to an artist and that the artist and his management team should come to them. When they come, they are going to run consultations and give them directions on how to overturn some of these things that are likely to happen to them. We've been seeing it. So some of these things, when an artist says it, it is hard for you to deny her belief. It is hard for you to say that, oh, these things are not so important. But if they continue to listen to some of these statements and messages from these men of God, then to them it becomes a reality. When the Showbiz says the music thing is spirit, because she is wondering why people would pay money to come and watch her at shows. Well, so it's when the Shay saying that without the spirit, people would not pay. When the Shay should see herself as a different person. When the Shay is a habitual hit maker. Over the years, she has made so many hit songs. The way she keeps herself, her brand, even now how she looks, very beautiful, very sexy, very curvaceous and all those things. You think all these things are not contributing to people coming to buy tickets to see you, but the spiritual aura around you, I bet this is not it. I bet this is not the reality. Because if it is the spiritual aura that is around you that people will pay to come and see you, then let's stop making songs and see. Let Wendy Shay stop making hits and see how, or if the spiritual aura around her will cause people to buy tickets to come and see her shows. I'm not sure to be like that. So, her belief is that spiritualities, attacks are real, and that is fine. I believe now that she knows they are real, she's doing everything possible to protect herself and to defend herself as well. I believe that now that she believes, you see, the moment you put your belief in there, then you have to do what you have to do to make sure it does not have any impact or negative effect on your life. So when she thinks she's had spiritual attacks over the years in her career, how is she fighting against that? Maybe they know best. I've interviewed her manager before. I'm talking about Bullet, who also shares some of these things. As a matter of fact, I remember my last interview with him somewhere in Xylophone in one of my offices. Bullet also said some of these things. Bullet was even talking about names of artists, and some of them, they have impact on them because of spiritual meaning or connotations. Bullet was talking about the fact that there are some people, based on how you deal with them in this trade, if you are not careful, their spiritual aura will even fight you and all. So yes, like I said earlier, if your belief is there, obviously to work. But if you put in the works and maybe you back it with your spiritual beliefs, it's fine. But if you don't put in the work, that is why so many people have said over the years that, oh, when they were coming up, they thought they could go to some spiritual deities for support. I know there was a guy who spoke with Chemo some time ago and said, oh, boss, me person me other side nibi. Other side being I want to go to them places. He said, there is nothing like any place for you to get a hit song. If there were places there, like all of us, we have hit songs though. Don't you think, Sammy Flex, I want to be a big star ruling the world like Burna Boy is ruling? If I know there is a space that we can go there, and they say, oh, Sammy Flex, come and use your dick to come and get a hit, like I'm gone. Speed. But there is nothing like that. So, based on your belief. But in all things, put in the work. Follow the principles of the business. Be disciplined with it. Sometimes our artists, sometimes they will commit their own errors and they come in and blaze spiritual attacks. Sometimes artists have to come to meetings at a certain time. They will not come. When they go and the deal is cancelled, they say it's a spiritual attack. Artists should appear on a stage. They won't appear on the time. When they go there and it rains, they say, oh, spiritual attacks because someone caused the rain to fall on their stage. If you can be disciplined, if you can do what is right, you will not be complaining about spiritual attacks. But in a way, if you believe in that, we wish that you get protection and you'll be fine. So whether spiritual attacks or not, showbiz is showbiz. People would want entertainment, so they'll come. But believe in what is right and you'll be fine. Sammy Flex, I'm out of here.